It's just great to be in sunny Florida. A little windy today, but we're having a grand time. It's a beautiful, beautiful time to be here. A lot of questions have come about on how did this program get started. Well, Smithfield has been involved in giving food to food banks for more than 30 years. And a couple of years ago, the food bank said, we need a little help with something else. It's great to be able to feed folks, but we need to raise the awareness of food insecure homes across this country. So we took on a process where we would turn these donations into media events. We've had the opportunity to work with athletes, to work with the cooking chefs across the country, to be able to work with food banks literally from Anchorage, Alaska to Miami, Florida. About 2 years ago, we met with the folks from the UFCW and said, would you all like to come on board with us and turn this into an event that's a true partnership between business and labor? And they didn't hesitate. The UFCW stepped up. They represent many of the employees in our plants, many of the people who serve you in the grocery stores across this country. We appreciate that opportunity to come together to be able to provide. We now look at this as our opportunity to give back. We've been very fortunate as a company. We're giving back to people who have been our customers, whose parents have been our customers. There are a lot of people out there who just need a little helping hand. Another part of this is saluting the food banks. I don't know how you all do what you do every day. You're dealing with people in some of the toughest times in their life. You do it with dignity, you do it with respect, and you give people a real hand. We appreciate our food banks. One of the things we truly hope you'll do is go back home where you live, donate to your local food bank. Volunteer at your local food bank. Tell other companies to step up and join Smithfield and the UFCW in trying to knock out hunger in this country. This is a good example of people working together. In the United States, we don't wait for somebody else to do it. We step up and do it ourselves. That's who we are. At this time, I have a great, great honor to reintroduce the new partners with Smithfield in working with Helping Hungry Homes, our venture into the world of NASCAR racing. I have been a fan of the Petties a long time. I know I'm almost as old as he is, but I have been watching him since he first started, and I have thoroughly enjoyed the opportunity to get to know these folks. Yesterday we had the opportunity to see our car really run for the first time in a real race. And, you know, he did really good until he ran that poor lady into the wall. Aric, come on up.
Yeah, well, let me start by saying how honored I am to be a part of Smithfield Foods and all that you guys do for our race team. But more importantly than what you do for our race team, what you do for the communities around you guys. Growing up 2 hours away from here in Tampa, Florida, this really means a lot to me for what you guys at Smithfield Foods and the UFCW do, along with Helping Hungry Homes, to be able to give back to these communities. And you know, we take for granted, I especially am guilty of it, I take for granted that you go to dinner at nighttime, you go out to dinner, you eat dinner at home, you cook dinner, you eat some ice cream, you go to bed. You don't ever think twice about it, it's normal. But there's a lot of people all over our country that go to bed without eating dinner, and we take that for granted. So very proud to be a part of this initiative, and very thankful for everything that Smithfield Foods does and the UFCW to be able to give back to our communities and to donate this 30,000 pounds of protein that we're going to do today. So it's an honor to drive the 43 car. It's great to have Smithfield Foods on board, but stuff like this really makes you appreciate great companies like Smithfield Foods.
Be out front Sunday.
I'll try.
You know, I want to say thank you to Smithfield for doing all this kind of stuff. And basically, from my standpoint, thank you for being sponsored for the race car. And I think what we ought to do now, let's go over here and unload these trucks. That's what it's all